Hey, I'm Chris Malice. This is my brother Zealot Wolf, and this is a little bit of an early taste of the game segment that me and Kane are going to be doing on the channel. The Game Awards just wrapped up, and we're filming a reaction to what we saw. Let's start off with Game of the Year award. Go for it.
Game of the Year went to Sekiro Shadow Die Twice. Now, it's from Software. It's a good game. I agree with it. I mean, there was a lot of good contenders. Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2. I honestly think it deserved it. It's a really good game. It's fun as hell. What do you think about it?
I haven't played it yet, but I like the idea of From Software getting Game of the Year. It could have been a better year for gaming if Doom didn't get pushed back, but with all the controversies going on with like loot boxes and all that type of bullshit, we're in a downswing. There's a lot of good, but there's still some games that are like, well, look at Ghost Recon Breakpoint. What the fuck?
Yeah, I agree with that. I also am glad that Sekiro, because it has none of that shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
it was actually produced by Activision, and it has none of that shit.
Right? Come on, Activision.
Come on. Why don't you
keep this shit up?
All right. So I'm going to talk about one of the things that got premiered is Wolf Among Us 2.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to the sequel.
I'm definitely looking forward to the sequel.
And I know our other host, Adam, he's looking forward to the sequel. The first game was really good, had a really good narrative. The fact that we're getting a sequel, even though Telltale has been shut down, it's saying quite a bit. So, what other awards do we have?
We also have Action Game of the Year went to Devil May Cry 5.
I think that no one's going to even dispute that should have.
Oh, it was fucking fantastic! Like, god damn it, that's what Devil May Cry fucking is. Not that Devil May Cry DMC fucking dual name bullshit. It was great.
With the exception of the goofiness that went on with the PS4 version, where they had that lens flare pop up when what's her name got saved, and covered her pseudo naked body. That is a game that said we don't give a fuck about political correctness. We're going to do what we do.
Sure.
And I hate to say it, that's the way it should be. Another thing that got premiered that I want to bring up is, I'm going to bring it up real briefly, the League of Legends games. There's going to be 2 single-player games coming to consoles in that universe from Riot Games. Fast and the Furious Crossroads got premiered. It looks a little rough, but it could also be fun as shit. I mean, look, it's guns and cars. You're probably robbing somebody, ramming your car into somebody with friends. You probably don't need to look perfect.
Is there a multiplayer?
Yeah, I think there is. That's what I got a hit of. What other awards we got?
We also got ongoing game of the year went to Fortnite. I'm not the biggest Fortnite fan. I will say it is the best battle royale, especially on consoles. It actually runs well. I disagree. I think it should go to Rainbow Six Siege. That also goes with community supported. I also still go with Rainbow Six Siege for that one. The winner of that one, though, was Destiny 2, which I am still a huge Destiny fan, but it's a hit or miss.
Well, my thing with they've gotten better since getting out of Activision's reins.
Yes.
But they should never look. The first Destiny, there was 3 parts of a game sold. I waited till Taken King came out to actually get it, so I can get a full version of the game. And then it seemed like Activision was trying to get Bungie to double down on that in Destiny 2. And look, these game publishers have shareholders that want more money. They're going to find ways to put their hand in your fucking wallet and take money out of it. Another thing is some other stuff that premiered. The first exclusive PS5 title we got a name from, Godfall. It looks sick. I have high hopes.
I have high hopes.
It's published by Gearbox. Gearbox can be a little scummy, but I think they understand, because of Borderlands 3, that when you have a looter shooter introducing loot boxes and micro...
What? Not a looter shooter.
Looter slasher. A looter slasher introducing loot boxes and microtransactions will probably actually break the game. So I don't think there's any real risk of that. We had a debut of Bravely Default 2 for Nintendo Switch fans, but also coming out next year on the Nintendo Switch. This is my boy and your boy. Travis Touchdown is going to be coming out again on the Switch with No More Heroes 3.
Quick thing, watch the trailer for it. It's fucking it's nuts. It's completely out there. I don't want to spoil it, but watch it. It's great. I'm fucking hyped for it. He's fucking hyped for it.
I'm very hyped for it.
It's going to be interesting. I hope they don't fuck it up.
All right.
With it being Nintendo, I give them good hopes.
Yeah, the only thing that Nintendo seems to screw up is their mobile games, but I mean, mobile games are trash anyway, so.
True facts.
All right.
True facts.
What we got?
We also got audio design, went to COD, and there's a fucking reason for that.
Did you hear the guns in that game?
The guns sounded amazing. Everything sounded great. Like, they were actually taking the fucking Desert Eagle and shooting it out in the field and shit. It was fantastic.
It sounded like with that game, so there's a movie called Heat. If any one of you have seen it, probably the older people in the audience, about my age or a little older, directed by Michael Mann. There's a gunfight in the middle of the city that happens in there. And typically when they film gunfights, they add those the sound effects later. Well, I guess the way everything sounded that time sounded so good that Mike Mann, the director, was like, "Hey, we're not gonna add audio. We're gonna just leave these sounds be in there." And that's that COD game has got that effect.
That's amazing. They did Family Game of the Year, which went to Luigi's Mansion 3. I haven't played it, but what I've seen from it, it's good, it's fun, it's nice. People are hyped for a Luigi's Mansion game.
Adam wants to get it.
But I still have to give it to Smash.
Yeah, Smash is just so good.
Which also, Smash won Fighting Game of the Year. There's a reason for that. It compared to what else came out, Jump Force, which was, we don't want to talk about that. Mortal Kombat. Again, huge Mortal Kombat fans, but
the state that they launched that thing in at get-go,
yeah, it hurt.
Pissed off the community so badly.
Yeah, it did.
And it's one of the things that keeps it from being. It's almost. I want to say it's the best MK game.
No,
but all that shit hurts it.
No, I disagree.
Well, I'm not saying it is. I said I wanted to say. Yeah, a lot of that stuff holds it back from being, the best MK game.
That was 10.
I'm going to say 9. I'm going to say 9.
I disagree. But another game that was a part of that for the Fighting Game of the Year was Samurai Showdown. That is actually one really cool fighting game. I actually enjoy that one a lot. I would have been cool if it took that one at all.
Yeah, I think after the initial outcry, NetherRealm kind of shot themselves in the foot of potentially getting Game of the Year, especially when they're going against Super Smash.
Yeah.
All right.
Multiplayer Game of the Year went to Apex, which I wholeheartedly disagree with. I'm not a fan of it at all.
I like Apex.
He does.
Love Apex Legends.
Compared to COD, Borderlands 3, in Tetris 99. Tetris 99 is fucking hilarious and fun as shit. I would have given it either that, probably Tetris.
I would have given it to Borderlands 3. Besides the fact that the gunplay is great and it's really off kilter, and you can go through it for years. On top of that, there was no major scumbaggy publisher microtransactions or games as a service forced in there. At most, get the season pass, and you're always going to be able to play through and get all that content.
I understand that, but my thing with that is I don't really count it as a fucking multiplayer. To me, a multiplayer game is
PvP,
basically. I could hit you, and then you hit me, and then that's a challenge, and then we fight. But I don't. I would say co-op. Co-op game, yeah, for sure.
Well,
100%.
maybe give them a couple of years. Well, we don't have many co-op games anymore. That's like the only co-op game to come out.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them. There's a small handful.
You really don't get a lot of that.
Yeah, which is sad. Some other things that got premiered. We have Sons of the Forest, which is a sequel to the game The Forest, which we have yet to play, but I think here soon me and him are going to dive into that game. Weird West looks really interesting. Ron Perlman's playing, I think, a voice of character in that.
Yeah, first off, I didn't know that, and now I have to buy it. God damn it.
Now you know. D&D Dark Alliance, Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance.
Besides that shit camera angle that fucking made some people sick, it looks pretty fucking cool. I have high hopes for it.
Magic Legends.
I, as a Magic player, I'm actually interested to see how they're going to do this. If you don't know, it's a card game, but this isn't a card game at all. It's going to be a MMO, so it's going to be interesting.
All right. What other awards do we got?
We also got sports game. Went to Crash Bandicoot.
Thank God it didn't go to FIFA.
It's I hate sports games. 90% of sports games I hate because it's literally copy, paste. Change one thing, that's the big difference. It's fucking horrid, and we need to do better with our sports games. What they need to do is just come out with one sports game like FIFA, WWE, any sports game really.
Was that nominated for sports game?
No, there was a reason.
What?
That was it should have been funniest fucking game of the year.
Oh, it was funny.
Watching the fucking the glitches and all that shit. But anyway, just come out with one game and then update it every year. That would be cool. But
they're not going to do that.
They won't do that because that means they won't be making $60 per person every fucking year, which is dumb. I'm still pissed off of what Crash Bandicoot did. Hey, we're not going to add any loot boxes or microtransactions, anything.
And then they did it.
2 months later, after all the reviews came out, now let's do
That's
that.
Activision's
Fuck
MO.
you. God damn it.
Look at Modern Warfare now. The whole kill ratio clock.
Again, I still think that's fucking hilarious. I think if you paid $20 for that, you're a fucking dumbass.
It goes back to what I've said. Only cosmetic. They never do only cosmetic. They will always slip some shit in there that people get pissed about.
Sekiro.
Huh?
Sekiro. That's why that won Game of the Year, goddammit.
They didn't slip shit in there that people got pissed about.
Good for Sekiro.
What other awards we got? You brought up Fortnite. We had a premiere for a Star Wars Fortnite expansion, of course, for the upcoming Star Wars movie. I'm an Apex guy over Fortnite, so
I'd hate to say it, but I'd say Fortnite over Apex.
no, I'm going to go with Apex.
It's not a fan.
I love that game. I love Titanfall. Love Titanfall.
Yeah, I love Titanfall too, but it's
What other awards we got?
Art
design?
Art design, yes.
Nominees were
Control, Death Stranding, which I'm surprised Death Stranding shows up a lot, but doesn't win.
It won some awards. It won quite a few. I mean, the three biggest ones that won awards were Disco Elysium, Death Stranding, and Sekiro took home the main one. I think they knew that if they gave that Game of the Year, there'd be a riot.
Yeah. You either love that game or you hate that game. But for art design, it went to Control. I don't think it's that artsy. When I see it, it looks cool, but I would have gave it to the new Legend of Zelda game. Well, the remake. I think that game looks
Link's
beautiful.
Awakening?
Yes.
Which didn't get nominated for a whole lot.
Yeah, which honestly surprised me. I thought the game looked beautiful and it was great. That's everything I liked about it.
Speaking of didn't get nominated for a lot, do you have the awards there for Best Indie Game?
I actually don't.
Okay. I think, so who was nominated for Best Indie Game? It was Gris, Disco Elysium. There's two indie games I wish would have been on that list. Actually, three. Blasphemous should have been on there.
I agree with that one.
That game's fucking great. Valfaris, that game, and Iron Fury. I know they wouldn't put Iron Fury on there because of the controversy that Kotaku and them fucking started about that, but oh well. I guess we're going to bury a whole game company because of the actions of 2 or 3 developers. Bravo. Cancel culture at its best.
I really do think whoever put that in there, you kind of fucked it up for everyone.
Bravo.
Good for you. I saw what I seen from it. It looks pretty good. If you like old 90s games, you'll fucking love this one. It has one little controversy, but I still think it's a good game.
Well, it was the controversy was in a dev room that was in the game that you have to hack to get in there. Look, like I said, I don't think it, clearly the language that they used is good. But, I mean, there's people that are trying to write that, to bury that whole game studio for the actions of one person. That's real fucking adult there.
Yeah.
All right, but the big thing that got showed off at the Game Awards was the gigantic refrigerator called the Xbox X Series. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
I think it's fucking hilarious. God damn it! It looks. It hurts my eyes looking at it. It just looks like it looks like a legit refrigerator, and I hear from what I've seen from it, it's going to be powerful. It's going to be an actual good system.
Here's my thing. If you look at, so they've showed like a little bit of designs of the PS5 and the Xbox One, and you look at these consoles, they kind of almost start to blend in together. Now these two consoles can't look any more different than each other.
Fair.
I think what Microsoft is trying to do is open the door into either running or and being more PC game focused, being more online focused as a business model. I don't always think that's a good idea, especially when it comes to games as a service, but if they make their console and release it and they keep it out for like 5, 6, 10 years, longer than normal console cycle, because at that point we could have peaked with the tech, I have no problem. It gives many other developers more time to put stuff on it.
Indeed.
So with that being said, there were 2 games that were talked about with Xbox. Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga, looks fucking unreal.
So I have a buddy who fucking creamed himself over the first Hellblade. Said it's fantastic, said everything. So I ended up playing it. I think I agree with him. It's a fantastic game. Helps with talks about mental illness well, and it's a really good game. But I thought the story should have ended there. So I am really curious on what they're going to do for this next one.
Hey, Microsoft knocks on your door and says, "Hey, you want to make a sequel to this? Here's an extra 50, 60 million bucks."
But that's what I'm afraid of.
I hope it. I don't think it would get the treatment that I think Phil Spencer is trying to get as many really good exclusives for Microsoft so they can really compete against Sony. Speaking of that, there's another game they showed off, Gears Tactics. A Gears of War tactic game, a tactical Gears of War game with
40
RTS.
plus hours of gameplay.
I'm there. I like it. I think it looks cool.
I love tactical games, but god damn, that's a lot for a tactical
game.
game.
They could be trying to compete with XCOM.
Fair.
Or Phoenix Point that just came out. So, well, that's kind of our rundown of the Game Awards. We're still under construction. We just saw that they're doing this Game Awards, and our first show we still got to do work on. But we basically said, hey, let's respond to the Game Awards. Why not get everyone to hear what we have to say about it? So, anything else you want to say?
Let us know if you want to see us when we both get Forest. If you want to see us do a Let's Play or us just basically dick around on that.
All right, there you go. Well, from Chaos Bringers Productions, I'm Chris Malice.
I'm Zealot Wolf.
And have a nice rest of your fucking week.